I guess that's it. I guess that was the button to push.
What does it say?
Look, everybody just lean in. I don't know. It's on, so it's right now.
All right, so we're live.
What did it
Been a
say?
while.
Horizontally? Yeah, so that was it.
I hope
That's
we're
fine.
not vertical to you guys.
Yeah.
All right, we're live.
Yeah.
We're good.
Nobody's on here.
All right, let's wait.
Well, it is.
I mean, we
It's
have another
brand
live
new.
show.
What time is it?
We have
My
another live
hair
show.
looks so red, kind of blondish red looking.
Yeah,
It's
blonde.
10:25 in the morning.
yeah. Wednesday, New Year's Day.
January 1st,
We're starting out with a
2025.
bang, let you guys see what's going on.
Yeah.
We got two.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Oh,
So, now
I'm going to
this-
follow on this.
Now this video, I mean, it'll be up, and then somebody can watch it from the beginning.
Yeah,
right?
they can watch it like in June.
You're gonna knock the coffee over.
I'm not going to knock that. I
And
got
listen, it's not coffee that she drinks. It's creamer with a little bit of coffee.
it. Is that how you want to start the year? Fighting?
I'm gonna expose a lot of stuff today. We're exposing everything.
We better not be, or we're not going to go live. What are you
We
talking
already
about?
are live.
What are you talking about?
Gosh, look at, I looked at pictures of myself.
I don't want
and
to
I'm
hear
like,
this.
Oh my God, I was,
I got to follow along. Let's see, what are we on? YouTube.
I used to, I
just
was
gotta get-
really gray-headed back at the first jam. I looked like I was 100 years old.
You
This-
did. I didn't want to say, but
Oh
you did.
my God.
I didn't want to
That
say.
was hard.
Well,
And that was like, what, 7 years ago? I mean,
yes.
I like went gray overnight, and then it got dark again. Now I'm going back gray.
It's so funny that you think you went gray overnight. These people.
Have I been gray forever?
Okay, we've all been nice, haven't we? For years,
Yeah.
we have known this. We just didn't say nothing.
Nobody says nothing. to
No,
us. Don't
why-
say nothing to Randy.
Well, that's ugly.
Hey, where's my microphone?
You don't say things ugly.
Where's my
Oh no! If it's in your pocket, it's scratching, and they're hearing it. Why do you do?
Got it. Got it.
I am so sorry. We're probably going to have to. Well, now we can't adjust it
It's
because it's
live.
live.
I love live.
Hold on, now let
The
me
real
see.
Deal, everybody. We got a lot to tell you.
I
going on.
cannot remember how. So where is
Ah.
where is it that
You
I
would
can
think
watch
would
it?
Wear an Incredible Tiny Homes T-shirt so we could, advertise.
You wear one every
marketing.
day.
Well, today I just have a white T-shirt on.
Okay, we're gonna pull it together here in a minute, and I'm gonna see what your comments are because I cannot see.
So you're getting on your phone.
Wait,
read
I
the
mean,
comments?
I'm trying. Let's see. Where's the live? How do I watch? What is wrong with me? I don't remember how to do that.
You need to get on YouTube and just
Oh, just
go to our
regular
channel.
YouTube. No,
like
that's.
you're a viewer.
Oh, like I'm a viewer. Okay, that's what
Right.
it is. I never do that. That's why.
Look at the comments here.
Okay,
I'm
hold
sorry.
on.
We can't hardly see the screen.
Hold on. Okay, so I'll look up Incredible Tiny
We
Homes,
need a
right?
big monitor so we can read it
So I guess we're just, oh, here we are. Look.
live.
Look, see, here it is. Well, can you see it? You
Yeah.
can't. Oh, no, it's glared. You can't see it. Anyway. To watching, it said. That's it. Hi,
Look at-
guys.
So the screen shows more of our body than our camera.
Yeah, it does. It looks weird, doesn't it?
God,
My
look at-
hair. It just looks a
Jesus.
different color. Don't it?
Hey, yeah, that looks different than our screen.
It looks so different. Yeah. That looks so different.
Wow.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. So now I have got the comments right here going,
Yeah,
and
there's a delay between that and this.
yeah, it is. So I need to turn this down. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're like, it's about 15, 20-second delay, it looks like.
It is, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So.
Oh
we're
my
gonna be a
gosh.
little
Good
behind.
morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Trying to figure out how to see
This
it.
is Wednesday, January 1, 2025. And we thought we would come live. We haven't done a live broadcast in a while.
Probably since the summertime.
Yeah, and there's just so much in this little bitty brain, and I'm trying to get it all out without
Not a lot.
without letting it spill over the
Are you
side
gonna
and
hold
making
this?
a mess in here.
I mean, that's your.
I told you I would hang on to it, and here I'm not even.
I know,
hanging on
exactly.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want the other one?
Nope, I'm good. Yeah. So,
Whatever.
all right. This is really, to me, when I think about going live, nobody else wants to watch this live except for people that subscribe to our channel or bought homes from us or
Yeah.
going to buy homes. Nobody else wants to see us talk and carry on like we do. and then here's
Why
the
do you
stuff.
start off saying that?
Because
some people
like,
don't.
why would this is like not a national? We're not Joe Rogan podcast.
Stop. You always. You know what you do?
What do I do?
You don't need to do that this year.
What do I need
You need
to
to
do?
quit saying that. Oh, people don't do that. Just say, you know what? We're glad for who's here and
Well, I
who's
am
watching.
glad. No,
you don't
put
sound
that in
it.
my- don't you put
You
that
don't
in my
sound it.
mouth.
You don't sound
I'm
it.
glad for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Stop.
Go ahead.
Stop it.
Are you happy? Are you happy for who's on here? You
Well, we're
want other
starting out
people?
the year really good, aren't we? Mm-hmm.
You know what you do on? What do they say?
What do I do? You know what you do?
Hush. What they say you do on the very first day of the year is what you're gonna do the rest of the year. So we're gonna argue again.
This is all we ever do on January 1st.
That's all we've ever done is argue. Oh my God. Look, click.
How have we made it in business?
I don't.
10 years.
Well, you know what? People do ask that.
How do
They
we
say,
don't?
"How in the world do you work with your ex?"
We
Oh,
don't. We don't.
We don't.
We exist.
We don't. We exist. It ain't easy. I don't.
She had me in tears this morning.
I don't suggest it.
And then you were in tears.
I cry every day here.
God. And it's not because of the business.
Listen, this is a hard bit. This is hard. The 10 years that we've had here has been hard. Has
Between
it not?
you and me.
Well, just life in general, okay? You know, but we've made it. And, you know, something that we definitely want to talk about today is some things that we have overcame. And I mean, we kind of reflected a little bit this morning, and it gets you in that mode of like, my God, you know, we're always striving to do more, and we want to show you where we're going this year, what we expect for 2025, for our residents, for our viewers, for our customers, for our vendor, everybody. We want to just kind of go there, let you kind of know what we're doing, what we have in our brains to do this year, and what we want to accomplish. But we were looking back, and a wonderful viewer that actually came here in 2019, Randy found a box of pictures. I think I left them in there. They did this scrapbooking and showed these old pictures right in 2018 when we came here to Newport, Tennessee, from Inca, from Morristown. And they had took the time and scrapbooked these four books like this in a container, and it had pictures of our old freedoms, our custom builds, all kinds of different things, interior, exterior shots, what the forest looked like, you know, remembering starting out, and you know, that just kind of set the tone of like, my goodness, what we have done from, honestly, it was 2014. People really don't know that, but 2014 was the real first tiny house that Randy did, and it was on skids. And it was the Hobbit house, and it was a 10 by 20.
Yeah, what wore my shoulder out, stucco on that thing.
Yeah.
I stuccoed the inside of it, 4 coats of stucco, and it had wire mesh all on the inside stucco. The shower, the walls, the ceilings, everything inside was. I wanted to make it look like a cave, you know.
Well, everybody says you crack me up. I love the way Alan says. I love the way you guys react to each other. Your hair looks fine. It's like, you know, we're trying to pull ourselves together here. Randy's microphone is too far from him. You got to keep. You sure you don't want to switch?
Now, is that an old text?
It's alive. We're live.
Well, I mean, it might have been.
You mean
10
old
minutes
as
ago.
in 6 minutes ago?
Well, I got it in my hand now. It's not in my pocket.
God. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so
what was the time frame on that?
So what I'm going to do, just
Yeah.
to kind of give you guys an idea, we'll talk for a little bit, and then I'm going to go into some questions. So if you've got some questions that you really want answered, wait till we say, hey, now we're ready for questions.
Wait till she says, okay, text now and I'll answer them.
Well, we will. Ain't gonna sin.
But you can go back and look at the comments. People might, what?
You better keep an eye on that microphone.
I got it right
Swing, just, you know.
I'm going to lay it right on my knee. And my leg's going to go numb hanging here.
I don't care.
You don't care.
What do I care? Why do I care?
When it comes to me, she don't care.
No, I don't care.
Deal
But
with it.
listen, so we want to talk about, let's start with, how was this last year?
Awful.
This literally, and I mean, we're talking from the beginning.
So January 1, we said it's going to be the year of fun.
No, we didn't say that.
Tim did?
Tim said that.
Tim
and
said
Tim, honestly, we should not be friends with him just for that.
His head was somewhere else.
He was so positive.
Yeah.
He was so positive, and he's like, this is going to be the year of fun. We were literally, Randy's always wanted to have a banner that says, a great big banner in there with the guys and the girl, the offices and stuff that says year of fun, or, have a great day and all this kind of stuff.
A positive thought that they can look up every day and think.
Who would not want to say, hey, this is the year of fun?
Yeah.
Let's start it off. That's great. Tim had a great idea. It was wonderful. It was horrible from the beginning. It was horrible. And we're talking from having 34 cents in the bank, and let's see, I think that was 2016, with 34 cents in the main general account of this company. Okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We have died, I don't know how many times, over and over and over. And I don't know how many people of you all are small businesses, but it's crushing. You have to make a decision. Okay, do I accept this 34 cents in the bank, or am I going to fight to keep going? Because 34 cents in the bank, you're thinking, something ain't working. Maybe we should do something else. Maybe we should sell dog houses or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you have to make a crushing decision. At that time, we probably had a dozen employees at the time. You got employees that you're responsible for, and they have families, and we have ourselves to take care of. Which path are we going?
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people understand too that, I know you know now that we're exes, but we were going through a divorce, through building a company. I don't know anybody that's done that.
We're still going through a divorce.
And we're still, we've been divorcing for many, 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 many years.
It will never stop.
It's I don't know anyone who's done it. It's very hard. It's very difficult. We do get along. We have a great chemistry of working together. We both have a very, we have a common goal. We do not what we want to work hard, and we want this to succeed. We want this to succeed. We see it more clearly now than we ever have of what our agenda should be. In the beginning, it was really, Randy, honestly, in the backyard, we thought we would make some money, a little bit of money, and then move on to something. We never had this planned out, did we?
Lord, no.
Lord, no. We never did.
We built our first 1 to 2 houses, which is we always call it's for groceries. And actually was for food.
It was.
Amanda's house was paid for, so we didn't have to make a rent, but it was
Thank God.
And it was for survival, So, yeah, we never thought it was going to come to this point.
No, never, ever it was in the plans to have communities. We never had that in our brain.
I didn't want it.
It's a lot of, you've developed land for years.
I didn't want to do it again.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, a lot of work. And, there's so many things. Lord, if we could back up all the way there, Lord, we'd be here for 14 hours talking about stuff. And I can, think about everything that we've done. But, the biggest thing that me personally, the biggest thing about 2024.
Yeah, let's talk about 2024. Yeah, that's good.
And leading
up to now.
To that and being in this business.
Yes, I agree.
The biggest thing. To me, building the homes is so easy. Selling the homes are so easy because we got a great product and a great price. Managing the guys is so easy for me.
Right.
I mean, it is like not a problem at all. Everything here is enjoyable. I love the process. I love building a company. I've never built a company, right?
It's exciting.
I'm a carpenter. I'm a builder. I'm not even, you know what? I never considered myself like a carpenter until I was almost 20 years into this. Because there's so much to carpentry that you got to learn.
Yeah.
It's like a never-ending session of learning new things.
Right.
Always. There's new products, there's new ways, there's new it'll be faster and all this stuff. So all this stuff was great, right?
You don't feel accomplished with that until a certain time.
Yeah. And now, I know every aspect of this entire business.
Yeah.
I know every guy's job. I know how to perform everybody's job. The thing is that I've never, Amanda, the thing that has been the biggest challenge is the customers. It has been it has been the customers of you do all that you can for people, and they and it's not the majority, very minimal. And I'm finding myself that we concentrate on this minimum amount of people, but they're wanting to come back at you.
Yeah.
You know, and really personally affect me and hurt me.
That was, can I just say with that too, is that's one of the things that really surprised us. We honestly never thought that that was going to be any type of an issue or anything, because, you know, we've always, any type of business, even when we were in Brothers Cove, you know, when we dealt with people, it was a different type. It was still houses and things like that, but we never dealt with people on a level of so personal. Everything was always worked out. Nothing was ever retaliation but keep in mind, social media was not alive.
Yeah.
So there was no social media. There was no
Everybody's wanting
Facebook.
to throw a lawyer at you.
It was everything.
You know?
It is. That's
It's
where us as small business owners have realized. And I don't know how. You know, I would love for some small business owners to chime in. And even if I miss it here, I'm going to go back through the comments and look. But have you dealt with that? That the social media aspect over the last 10 years has changed to where people, the way customer service has went, you know, and how you do business and things like that. It was totally different at Brothers Cove.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah, it was. You know, I ran a business a little bit different there, you know, than here. But you know, anyway, it could go on so many stories about it.
Sure.
But you know what? I want to say that has been my biggest challenge. But I also want to say that I like the challenge that came on with that, because as you get older in life, you tend to not want to be challenged.
Right.
You tend to fall into a rut, and you think, you know what? I don't need this stress anymore.
Right.
I don't need this anymore.
Right.
I've lived my life, and I'm going to go into this safe zone. And you know what? I don't live like that.
Right.
I took on that challenge, and I got in my head the way that I'm going to handle it.
Yeah.
And I thought, I know as growing up in my personality, I know that certain negative comments and how you receive information, how it deals with your stress and your health and your spiritual life and all that.
Yeah.
And so, you know what? I thought, okay, this is a challenge that I've never had before. And I took it on.
Right.
And I figured out a way of dealing with it. And it's taken a couple years. But now, you know, I've seen YouTubers actually go off of YouTube channel because of the negative comments.
We have seen that, and we've heard it.
They
You know,
stop,
even
man.
some of our favorite YouTube, you know, influencers and people that's on there. The pressure is a real thing. It's a hard thing to accept, and you know, I'm glad that, you know, and some of these people like that are just single by themselves people that are doing this. I'm glad that we have, of course, each other here and the team that we have here, that we can actually bounce things off of each other, and we can combat things together and work out a solution together. I can only imagine, you know, some of these people, you know, they would get millions of views and stuff, and then they would get so bombarded by a comment or some negative something or whatever, and it shut them down and
it's hard to do.
Took them out.
You think of it. My biggest thing is I always went back to 100%, and the people that are against you won't believe me, and they argue the point. They go, oh yeah, right. Look at what he did. I know what I've done.
Oh, exactly.
I know.
We know.
Every penny that has been spent.
Yeah.
I know every home that has been built.
Yeah.
I know the quality. I know the mistakes. And I own up to every single thing of it.
Absolutely.
And there's not one thing that I'm ashamed of. There's not one thing that I did not do correct or the best to my ability.
Exactly.
And so I stand on that.
Right.
So no matter what has been said or is going to be said, or there was a video that just came out the other day about slamming us, you know?
I know, exactly.
And they were former, you know, and people don't realize it, watch this all the time, the majority of the people that are slamming us are former employees.
Right.
And former customers that I had to, you know, take care of that they didn't agree on.
Right.
You know, and that's part of running a company.
And we've learned that this past year. So one of the things that we wanted to kind of hone in on is that 2024, we really realized that you're not always going to satisfy everybody.
Yeah.
People's going to have their own opinions. They're going to have their own thoughts and their own experiences, how they've seen it. I know that we, as a company, I'm very proud of how we do things. I'm very proud of how we, if there is any mistakes that are made, that we do our best to our ability to correct it.
Even our mistakes I'm proud of, because
exactly.
life is full of mistakes, right?
Exactly.
I don't care. I'm everything from you name it, any mistake.
Right.
You know, somebody said once before, the only reason that I'm where I'm at, and I realize this, is that I'm willing to take chances, and I don't even think it is a chance, and I'm willing to make mistakes. If I didn't think I was going to make a mistake today, I'd have stayed in the bed. So every day, I know I'm going to fail.
Yeah.
Every day.
And Tiffany I just picked up on this with Tiffany saying this, that I have a small business, hair salon studio. So that's a completely different business than us. I want to take new clients. I won't take new clients anymore because of what you were just talking about with social media. She said, I think these handful of people are unhappy and jealous. And that very well could be the case. Even if it's not the case, they really do take a hit. It takes a hit onto your company.
Yeah.
No matter how small or how big you are. And it's just it's not fair. And it brings down your spirit.
Okay. So, all right. So saying that, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is exactly how I am. And you can choose to believe what I'm saying. I still have an 8x16 Incredibox that I live in.
Right.
All right. I remember Aaron Tippin was a country music singer.
Yeah, I remember. I met him.
Well, Aaron Tippin
I met him once.
Become very famous, and he had a couple bulldozers, a trackhoe, and some dump trucks, right? And he had them parked on his property.
Yeah.
And they said to him, "Why are you collecting heavy equipment?" He said, "Because you never know how long my career is going to last,
Correct.
and I might lose it all. And I always got this equipment to go back on to build homes and build roads."
Yeah.
And I feel that same way. I did it on a video. I just said, you know what? My Incredibox is my home. I will never be homeless again.
No. And that's one of the things that you're so passionate about the line and about the Incredibox, is that you never know. And with you saying that about Aaron Tippin, everybody remembers Tammy Wynette, right? George Jones, Tammy Wynette. Tammy Wynette would renew her cosmetology license every 2 years.
I'll be darned.
She never let it expire because she never knew if her songs, she never knew if she'd have to go back to doing hair.
Ain't that something?
I mean,
that's how I feel.
we need to keep ourselves like it. You never know what you have. We're not too good to do anything.
I mean, I'm getting older, but that's why I'm trying to somewhat stay physically in shape, because if I have to go back to building, I want to be able to do that, you know. And right now, I'm getting older. My knees are hurting bad and everything, and I'm working on all that with Dr. Deb. But so going back to what I'm trying to say is, at this point in my life right now, it doesn't matter the negative or how hard we're hit on any of it, because my life, I'm satisfied where I'm at, and I don't need to acquire the next level of money or income or whatever it is, anything. And we've not arrived financially. I mean, if today we quit selling homes, we wouldn't have anything. Man, to be back in the factory, and I'm back swinging a hammer, and you know that's the way it's going to be.
We got to keep money going in. You know, Randy and I have chose, and this is where we feel that a lot of business owners mess up. You can't be driving a brand new car. You can't be having a brand new house. You can't have the quartz and the fancy stuff, the crown molding and things in your house. You can't be buying land. You can't be doing all this stuff. Not that you don't deserve it. If you have a company and you want to make money and you want to live a good lifestyle, whatever you want to do, you work hard, that's great. Randy and I have chose, we're these type of people. We always have been. The company comes first. The employees come first. They have to. I mean, everybody's been to my house. My house needs all kinds of work. It ain't the time for it. It ain't the time for me to remodel. We're not there yet. It's been 10 years, and we could sit here and say, we have worked here hours and hours and hours, and we deserve it. We could say that, but we don't say that, and we're not going to say that. There will be a time for that to come. There'll be time for, I think people would be super
It might
surprised
be, it
at
may
how
not
much
be.
money we make on
know.
our pay, you know, and how much we give away, you know. But we choose to do that, but it's kept us alive. The baby that we have, we never had kids together or anything, but I'll tell you what, our baby is absolutely here, this shop, Incredible Tiny Homes. And the properties and everything. This is our baby, and we're going to protect it, and we're going to do whatever it takes, no matter what sacrifice
Yeah.
that we have to put
So,
into it.
Well, and I just have a piece. I really do. You know, if we got slammed here, and we will be on this video and other things we
And
do,
that's okay. Yeah.
it's not gonna bother me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put another video out. I'm gonna keep building homes.
Keep going.
You know, I look at, you guys all know Joe Rogan and all this stuff. You know, when I look at these big podcasters, and you know, he smokes dope on his show. He'll say inappropriate things I think are inappropriate, and that's fine. It's entertaining and that stuff. And you know what? It doesn't matter what comments there are because of his success. So it doesn't matter if you're negative, positive, whatever. It doesn't matter anymore, right? It never did with him because he and other guys, and of course I like all those guys, but they don't build anything. You know, they don't have a home, which is crazy, the amount of things that you could point out that are bad on it, right? So we show a video of a house, or I sell a house. You say, oh, look at that bump, or look at that didn't look good, or that quality, or this or that. And people say, oh, my window leaked and Randy never came to fix it, or my door, or whatever. And they can make up things, or we could have made a mistake. All those things can happen with this. And when I show a podcast and we talk about it, there's so many liabilities. There's so many loose ends that I show that we can be completely devastated
But
with.
we chose this a long time ago.
I just don't care.
No,
I want to be honest, and I want to show what we're building.
We want to be honest and show that. But specifically, and I think everybody can relate to this. I just love seeing the comments. They're so great. Our followers on here, Lisa, that brought me the pillows that time and stuff.
Yeah.
She's on here. There's just so many wonderful people. Myrtle saying over here how much they love being here. Her and Steve being here. Carol has been here in the forest and stuff. She's on here. There's all kinds of people that's here. Who was it that knew? Jim knew about Tammy Wynette. We're all the same. We're all the same.
People have looked at us like we're millionaires and we got all this money and stuff. You know, come over here and make an appointment. Come see us. Come see what's going on and see our personality. You know, and who we are. It's not. Even if we were, it shouldn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, money's not the thing. We all have to make money.
Yeah,
and I hope we become financially successful at this. That's not wrong for that to happen.
And
and I'm not bragging on the fact that we don't have those means. What I want to say is that people think that will change people. Yeah. And I'll tell you this. I know. I mean. I'm 64 now. Listen, people say, you know, I'm not going to change. I don't care what comes or goes. I am the way I am.
Yeah.
And that's more solidified right now than I'll tell you back. I was talking about the guys down here in the shop, and they got a couple kids, newborns, and they're talking about, hey, how are we going to raise my babies and my boys, and how are we going to teach them about life with all this social media and all this going on?
Yeah, different world.
And they said, Randy, what would you do, or how did you raise your kids, and all this stuff? And I said, guys, listen to me.
It's different.
I did the best I possibly could, and there was still massive problems. And I said, I have no idea what I would change because I did it as hard as best I could. And I said, you know, my boys chose to maybe go into use drinking and drugs on their own. My father, when I was a kid, I mean, growing up, my dad tried to give me beer when I was 4, 5, 6, 7. Took me to bars, took me everywhere. He was, you know, he was not an alcoholic, but he was a drinker. He was born in 1924, and so. He was from Kentucky, the backwoods, and he took me everywhere. He cussed, he smoked, he flirted with women, he went to bars, and he just, Lord knows what he did that I didn't know about, right?
Right.
And he told me he said, if you need something, steal it. That's what he said. Then he said,
it was a different time with him.
Inappropriate. He didn't think about being inappropriate to women or men. He was considered probably the meanest, toughest guy in our neighborhood, right? And he never fought anybody or anything, but he was just that kind of guy.
But you chose not to do that.
But what I want to say is, I know that I'm hardwired the way I am. And I'm hardwired because when I grew up, I did not ever smoke. I did not ever drink. I did not ever get into drugs. I never was irreverent to my father. I never, to the day he died at 96, I never come up to him and said, Dad, you did this to me, or you did this situation and it's messed me up and I'm mad at you for doing it. I never did it. You know what I said? He did the best he could. And I just moved on.
And people relate to that too.
That's why I'm trying to say is the way we are, the way we're running this company, the way we've done, and every house, every guy, they get 27 men working on this floor, and I know every single one of them. We know their lives, we know who they are, and it is a lot of energy that goes into doing that. And anyway, we are the way we are, and nothing's going to change us. And if you buy a home from us, you're buying that history. You're buying the person that I am from a kid on. And, I don't take any pride in the fact that I've never indulged in any kind of habit-forming drugs. I'm just thankful I didn't.
Yeah.
When my boys were 14 and 15 and they chose to do those things, when I taught them and told them and loved them and did everything that I could to explain to them, and they seen their grandfather the way they were, and then they chose to do these things, I was like, that's just the way they got to do. Everybody has their own choice. So the guys are asking me, what do you do? I said, you know what? I don't know, guys. You're on your own. Keep doing these things. And I know we're talking about personal things, but I want to say that is because when people comment on our show and we in what we build and stuff, I've got to realize in my head, because I'm kind of naive, I got to realize there's always somebody there with a hammer ready to bust your face in.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
It's just the way they're wired.
Well, so with you saying that, to go into 2024, that's exactly what happened to us, because they were there waiting to take us down. So we knew that 2024 was so hard for everybody. I mean, financially, emotionally, there was a lot, with rising prices and, interest rates and different things and political stuff that was going on. It was such a hard year. A lot of stress happened in 2024 for a lot of people, different businesses, not just our building, not just our different business and stuff like that. But we knew that we had to make one of the hardest decisions that we have ever made in the company, that we had to do a layoff. It was devastating. When I say that was devastating, it was the saddest day for us personally, saddest day for the company, and we just knew Randy had struggled with this, wrestled with this. We had went over the numbers, we had went over the people, we went over everything. You just have no idea how much that just tore our hearts out of our chest.
And it should have happened 5 months before that. It should have happened
before that. It should have happened the beginning of 2024. But we could not do it. We knew all the people that was here. We had over 100 employees, or we had right at 100 employees, didn't we?
Yep.
And we had to make that hard decision of like, listen, something's not working. People were not buying like they were before. It was the worst sales year that we'd ever have. People were not letting go of their money because they were scared. And we understood that. But we had to, as a company, make a decision to make these cuts, or we weren't going to survive. You have to look at the bigger picture, and we're sad for the ones that left. Some deserve to go. That's just the way it is. That may be harsh to say, but business owners and people that really understand how business works, that's just the way it goes. You have to get rid of people who are not working for you, who are not contributing to the company, who are not benefiting, who are not making things better.
It's not just as easy. You walk and say, okay,
no,
you just need to go
it's not
home.
easy.
Because you've built a relationship with this person.
Right.
And now they have disappointed you. And they always have an excuse of why.
Right.
And they blame you or somebody else.
And to go to social media and to go to media outlets and things like that, the retaliation now, I feel like, with media is just horrible, and it's very unfair. It was unfair to us, 100%.
When I was doing the layoff, there were guys on their phone already on social media slamming me.
Yes,
and I hadn't even got done talking.
And it was not fair. It was unfair to the company, because we had to do what we had to do as company owners. I don't know, people that I've worked for, they might even be on here, I don't know, but I used to work for factories and stuff. I got fired. I didn't do my job. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I would miss days. There was time I would talk too much.
You would own up to what?
I always owned up to it. And you know what I did? I took my whooping and I went on to somewhere else. That's what you did. That's my generation right there. You take your whooping and you go on. You accept. My brother. I'll tell this quick story real quick.
Yeah.
I remember Mr. Wright at Westview Middle School. He was the principal. He wasn't the principal. He was the 8th grade teacher there. And my brother got in trouble, and him and some boys got in trouble. And he had a choice. He gave those boys a choice. He said, you can write 100 sentences, I will not do whatever it was again, or you can take a paddling. My brother come home, and he did all those sentences. And the next day, my dad talked to him, and I don't know what Dad had said to him, but Lynn went in the next day. He threw away those sentences, and he took his whooping because that was the right thing to do. You take your whooping. I don't care how bad it hurts. I don't care. Rip the Band-Aid off. Just do it. That's what we had to do with the layoff. You just do it, and you have to move forward. And you have to keep the company going. You have to invest in the people that are left here. And I just want to say with that, the people that were remaining picked up such big pieces and helped us put this back on track. Not even back on track. It went on in a level that we have wanted it to be for the last 10 years. This is the best crew we've ever had. It is the best employees we've ever had. It's the best office we've ever had. It is the best residents, the viewers. Everything is the best we've ever had. And I am so excited that the last 6 months of 2024 was the hardest work. All these people will say it here, the hardest work we've ever done. And to end on a note of being recognized by, we were invited to the Super Bowl last year. Wonderful, by Lowe's and stuff. And they have, been so good to us as being with their products and things like that, and to invite us to the Super Bowl. We had a great time. We met so many great people. It was a great event. Coming back, and for them to recognize us, for Dan to facilitate that to go on, and for them to choose us to build 50 homes that made such a difference. And I know you've seen it on the social media and seen the video that Carson's done, and everything that we did for Western North Carolina for those flood victims was one of the most moving, the most important things that we've ever done in our career. It's changed their lives. They are living in these homes. Some of it's not temporary homes. Some of they're giving the homes to them. They're going to be in these homes until they rebuild their own home. They're on their own land, and they get to stay there. That has made them stay there. And our homes are so affordable. We made it so affordable. So they came to us. We built 50 8x16 tiny homes, full tiny homes in 14 days. We got it done. We're so proud of that. We're so proud of it. And Lowe's was so thankful. The people who received these homes are thankful. And, we're open to do more homes for other people who want to buy these homes for North Carolina, for these people who were devastated. You can go over there and look now. There was people who posted pictures like 2 or 3 days ago. It looks like it just happened. So there's more need out there. So if you guys know any companies, if you work for a company, if you know anybody who would want to do multiple homes, churches, think about things like that. Big churches, they like to volunteer and things like that. Get it together and let's get some more houses to these people. That's how we ended 2024. Now, unless you have anything else to add, I'd like to talk about what we're going to accomplish in 2025, what we want to.
Yeah, and we're still not, I can't reveal all that we want to accomplish because we're working with some other companies that really might be exciting for us. But before we go on to that, I just wanted to say that, that layoff and the hard times that we had, and we could go on and regurgitate all that happened, and we need to move on. But, when we looked at those pictures of the forest and we look back at all that we've, come through and developed and built here, I never look back. I know I should. Carson, my son, did a drone shot on a video, and it showed all this right here.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff, and I don't realize it.
It is.
And then you got the mountain across the street, and it just, it had, for me to get, to get on to this point now, I realize that no matter what I do, people are going to doubt me. No matter what I say I'm going to do, people are going to doubt me.
Sure.
No matter what I try to accomplish, people are going to try to stop me.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I couldn't figure out. They're going to try to stop me.
Yeah.
The mountain over there, there's been this big hoax that we don't have transformers.
I know.
And they've never been there. They've been in a warehouse in Newport Utilities for a year. They've been sitting there waiting, but people wanted to put doubt in the rest of the world. There are people that have verbally vowed, and they're still living in this community, vowed that I will take Randy out of business.
And it's not going to happen.
I mean, my God.
It's not going to happen.
They vowed to it. And it's like, okay.
It's sad.
So you know what I do? I get up every morning. I love these guys. We're building homes.
We're going to keep working.
And it don't bother me.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't affect me.
No.
You know what I've been doing lately?
What?
I actually have been feeling for these people.
I know. It's very sad. I feel sad for them.
Because I realize as older as I get, my mentality is so important, my frame of mind and how I look at life. Because, if you start getting down on yourself, oh my gosh, it affects your health, it affects your sleep, it affects everything,
Yeah.
And I don't have time for that.
And we have so much responsibility, and I love that, and we do feel sorry for these people who do this, and we address everyone who has an issue that, even if it has to do with refunds or repairs or anything like that, we are fair and we take care of it. If it's something that they feel that we've not took care of, they contact us. That's what we always ask them. Contact us. We'll get it worked out. Some people you can never please. Some people you can do the right thing, and then they tell that we didn't do the right thing. But we're moving past that. 2025 is not going to be about that anymore.
Oh,
we are literally.
That's why I said I've learned how to deal with all that. So no matter what negative comes now, no matter what. So I am like supercharged.
So I'm gonna tell you what is not gonna get us down. I'm telling you what, I couldn't be more excited about this, and I know you couldn't either. The mountain, so they came and brought 9 transformers. They didn't hook all of them up because it has been like torrential rains. It's super muddy. It's just been a mess over there. But we don't know how many they hooked up. Maybe, I don't know how many they actually hooked up. But after they're hooked up, and try to explain a transformer, I learned, is that, several houses is on one transformer, okay? So once they get these complete, Newport Utilities finishes their job of hooking them up, that means hooking them up ready for the electricity to be turned on. An inspector has to come, look at that transformer, says approved, then you turn it on.
Turn it on.
Turn it on. I'm so excited. And that is coming like as soon as this mud in the rain and stuff, we're just in that time. But it's Newport Utilities. We're waiting on them and the inspector. And as that goes, the houses are there. And what we're doing is we're moving houses to their lots. So we have got gravel.
Mud, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as we get more. Well, we got a lot of them graveled already, and they're ready to.
The lots are gravel, the roads are not, and it's the rainy season here in Tennessee. It's wintertime, so it rains.
But that is happening, and that is going to keep us on such a high. I may be on such a happy high the whole year because right after that is Buffalo Creek.
Well, and we've hired a local contractor other than Yump. You guys, we love Yump.
That's really sped up.
But we've got a local excavating contractor, Junior. He's born and raised here. And he has got some massive equipment. And you guys, we saw it on the video. But he's gonna, depending on this rain, but we're looking at probably doing the whole thing in 5-6 months and being done. I'm hoping we're done in April instead of August and September of next year. Of this year. So that's what we're looking at. And so far as we can see, Buffalo Creek will be completely done by summer. We're looking at, the 85 lots in the mountain are done. We're done. We're done with everything we put out to do, and it's taken years to get here. But what an accomplishment! What
an accomplishment!
And you know what? We did all that on our own and developing all that, and it's been, all the hits that we've had.
Yeah, and one of the things I want to bring up too is that we want to make sure everybody knows that the city of Newport, the county, Cotton County is not our enemy.
No.
There is people that's trying to create drama, and somebody, people are saying on here, you're absolutely right, and that's what we're doing. Love your haters. Just love them.
Yeah.
Let the Lord deal with all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're not going to worry about that. But Cotton County, works with us.
Yeah.
You know, we don't get anything done without Cotton County. We're working with them. We're an open book to them. So we love that they're a part of this. We're a part of them.
We've already had meetings that nobody knows
that
about.
nobody knows about.
We've had meetings that nobody knows anything about before the planning commission meetings. We've already met with officials. We've already done it. We've got our engineers. We got all this going on.
Yeah.
You know, and then when it becomes public, there are people that walk into there and they like to film it, and then they like to tell everybody that we're not compliant. That's not anything even close to the
And I just want to say really quick before I forget this thought on here. I've seen it and I don't want to forget it. Edgar is on here. Him and his wife, I'm assuming your wife, they are the ones who bought your home. So people had questions about the home that the guys built. And what happened is that Tom actually got this together. And I didn't know anything about it. I was super surprised, but they were trying to keep it a big major secret, right? Tom wanted you to have a home, and everybody was in agreement about it. So the materials was ours. So Incredible Tiny Homes, we paid the guys. No one did it for free. This wasn't, you know, when the guys said that, you know, a home was built for Randy, it was our materials. They were paid on the clock, and they did this, right? Well, had Tom asked me, and you know, it was a big secret project, right? I would have told him, do not build him a home. 100% don't build him a home. I knew he didn't want it. I know him. He doesn't want that home. He lives in that 8x16. It's all he wants. It's all he needs. He don't need nothing else. He could live here on the floor. He's fine. You know, everybody might take that as mean and stuff. He's fine. I promise you. He's fine. He did not need that home. They did it out of wanting that for Randy, and they did it. It was a very nice gesture. But they were paid, and the materials were paid for and stuff, so nothing come out of anybody's pocket. It was very nice that everybody did that. But we felt best, Randy felt best too, is that let's sell the home. And the people that bought the home is 8x24, loaded house.
Yeah, it's
loaded up.
In
It is going to, now Edgar, you'll have to say where it's going. I think it's going to, I don't know if it's going to the mountain or if it's going to Buffalo Creek, but they wanted to buy it and keep it here. Yeah, so that was very nice, and we'll go through that and show that one day. But it's already sold, so that house is sold and done.
That's cool.
And so thank you, Edgar and your wife. They made a comment on here and said, "I hope we can get up the ladder." So I guess there's a ladder in it. I've never been in the house. I've not been in the house, so we'll do a tour and show that to you.
Yeah.
But that just shows. Put it this way, that just shows right there. The people that wanted to participate, and everybody was excited about giving this home to Randy. So that was very nice of everyone. This is going to be the year. We are trying our best to keep, we're not hiring.
Nope.
We are keeping everything. We are so on it with our accountant, with our employees. We are to everything by the penny. We've got budgets, everything set. This is the best financial situation, the best employee situation and everything, and some other things that we're doing for 2025 that we want to accomplish.
Yes, yeah. So, you know, we're working with a couple developers.
Yes.
This is really fun for us, is that if, you know, I actually got to get with a lady, if she's not watching, out of Knoxville. And they're not big developers. These people that want to, they want 8 to 10, 15 homes, which is, you know, it's a lot of money. It's maybe a couple $1 million, but
that's
a
lot.
You know, a home, we got people that have got partners, and if they got equity in homes, you can come up with a couple $1 million to develop 10 and 12 homes, and then you resell or you put them on a rental, and there's a massive income that can be produced with that.
Sure.
So we're putting this together to where, with my, you know, with the team that I have now that I've created, we can do engineering, we can do architectural drawings, we can do modular certifications. There's all this stuff. We can actually take a piece of land that someone has and completely develop it, put homes on it, get it all done, everything, and they don't lift one finger, and we do it economically and create a residual income for them. So that's kind of where that's one of the areas that I'm venturing out, and we've got a couple right now that we might be working with on that. And then we've got a couple developers that we're working with that are doing all the work themselves.
Yes.
And we're providing the homes, which they're seeing that our cost effectiveness of buying a home from us and putting it on their rental program or reselling
Maybe hold
it,
your mic. You really probably
they're
need.
making a bunch of money.
Yeah, hold it. Hold it. So they said
They're making
they
money.
said ask Randy to put his microphone on. Well, funny story. The back of it, we was with someone and they didn't lose it. I mean, they did, but they didn't mean
It
to.
has a little magnet.
It has
and
a little
fell
magnet.
off,
It fell
and
off.
now we've always got to hold this.
So
thing.
mine stays on. There's no magnet on
Yeah.
that. But we just ordered a new set, so we're gonna have new microphones. Gloria just ordered
So
them
we got
yesterday.
that going on to 2025. I just want you.
2025.
You tell about that.
Exactly. Darlene and who was it that actually said RH on here? They said they want to. There is 61 acres for sale in Burnett, Texas. They said they want an ITH2 there, another factory there. There is a lot of things that we're getting a lot of attention from a lot of people that they are seeing, especially with the Lowe's. It was such a big deal that we could do these homes in such an efficient, in such a routine way to have the assembly line. To our knowledge, no one else has that. And to get that many, there's different things going on. We still have our Amish, and I want to talk about our Amish builds that are still going on.
Yeah, they
okay?
are.
They're
Every
still
day.
going. And talk about custom builds really quick because I've got some other things I want to talk about too.
Custom builds.
Yeah.
We don't really do customs. We can kind of incorporate that into our Amish. Our Amish have got model homes that they follow, but they do have now the experience after 4 years. They have the experience of getting a blueprint and building a custom home. So that is now becoming a part of our option or your options that you can get from us.
Right.
We built the whole business on customs for the first 8 years of our business.
We did, and talk about tough.
Hard,
man.
So we don't want that to be the majority of our homes. But if you do have a suggestion of a custom, we don't care to build it.
Yeah. The other thing I'd like to talk about is somebody who was asking about that with the 21 Rich 12. Could you discuss the benefits of the Start Engine endeavor? So that's something we wanted to talk about today with Start Engine too.
So Start Engine is a company that allows businesses like us to sell shares of their company without going on the public stock market. And it is regulated by the SEC, I think it's called. And the owner of that company is from Shark Tank, that bald-headed guy. I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
But he owns Start Engine, and that's his company, and he helps small companies like ours to be able to sell shares, which we can take that money and we can reinvest it into our company to grow infrastructure. We need to build a building out here, and we, all these things that we can do. So we're willing to share part of our company, and you own it. Now, people would say like, okay, so if I give you $500 or $1,000, what is my payback?
Right.
How do you get money from that? This is what I've been told how it works, and you can go to startengine.com, and we're on there, and you can go to our website, and you can link up and go and research this all for yourself. But how it really works is that it's almost like you're giving us money because you want to see us succeed. You like us, you followed us, you trust us, and you're like, man, Randy, I just want to hopefully.
Oh, Darlene said Kevin O'Leary. That's
Kevin
his name.
O'Leary. All right.
Yes.
So the payback. You're thinking, okay, I'm going to give you 1,000 so I can make 10,000. We're not a crypto. You're not a crypto. It's not that type of investment. Not saying it can't, because it can possibly be that way. But all likelihood is it probably won't. And the way you get paid back and start.
That's what everybody's wanting to know.
Right. How do you get your money back? How do you get your money back? And plus, how does it get bigger, more money? Is it if we sell our company? Okay? So in 5 years.
And then when you say that, they're like, "Oh my God, are you selling the company?"
I know, and that's why I don't want to say it. It's like, okay, if we sell our company,
trying to prop up my book,
for $500 million, you're going to get an exponential amount for the investment that you made because your shares are worth more money. Right? That is the way. You don't get dividends at the end of the year. If we make $20 million extra that year, then because we had a great year. You will not get a dividend from that like you would a regular stock on public, on the public.
Like a public trading.
Public trading. Yeah. It's not like that. It's only if we sell. Now, that's what I have been told, it's what I've been taught. You guys can look into this yourself and look and see what you want. But it's really for that. So I say this, guys, don't invest in us if you're thinking, hey, I'm going to get rich because they're on the trajectory of being the biggest company in the world. do it because you like us, you want us to succeed, you want us
Right.
to grow, and you put that aside, and in maybe 10, 20 years from now, or 5 years,
I mean,
I
you
don't know
just
what it
never,
is.
you never know. You never know.
In our heart, we don't want to sell this place. This is who we are. This is our
Right.
identity. But time changes. I mean, if somebody come in here and said, "Here's $500 million, Randy,"
Who's going to say no to that?
I mean, okay, well,
you know?
I'll still be a part of the company, or I'll start another one, or whatever, and then you guys cash out.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
too,
really
and
what it's
people
about.
worry about this too. One of the reasons we are so popular, and you know, I know our residents know this, but you know, people that may not
Because of me.
understand, it's okay. I wish I could edit that out, and we might do that later. Anyway, the reason why we are so popular is because of the price. It comes
Yeah,
down to the
it
price.
is.
The lot rent is $200 a month. Over at the mountain, Buffalo Creek, it's going to be $300 a month.
Yeah.
No one is doing that.
Nope.
No one is choosing to do that. That's why we were full. That's why we have a waiting list. That's why we have people that want to be here.
Yeah.
We can't develop fast enough, you know, and we know that. Once we get through the mountain and Buffalo Creek,
Yeah.
we're staying still for a while on developing. That is like, that really kicked our tails. And believe me, we wish we could have that done now, but we're so
Yeah.
excited that this is the year it's going to be done. You're going to be here, and then we're
Yeah.
going to start beautifying the
I
place.
will be developing land, but not like I
Not
did
like
doing.
that. This land was so hard to do. This
Yeah.
land was so common sense to take it because it was across the street from from here where we're at,
Yeah.
here at Tiny Town. It just made sense. And believe me, somebody was already buying it. We hadn't even put the ink on the paper yet, and they came here and said, "Hey, we want to buy that. Do you know who's selling that? Whatever." It's like, nope, we just bought it.
Yeah, they were going
And
to put a motocross track.
they were
on
going
it.
to put a motocross track right across from us.
Yeah.
And it's like, we can't do that. And we had people that said, "Hey, we'll buy your homes if we have somewhere to put them." We ran out of room here. So we were in a crunch there. And it's like, okay, so what are we going to do? And that's what we did. And we, you know, it was hard to do. And if we had the choice to do it over, we wouldn't. But we are where we are.
Yep.
So 2025, we're done. And
Yep.
it is, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be so beautiful. Now, please address the trees gone. Again, we've already talked about it once in
Buffalo
a video.
Creek?
Yes, they're so worried. They said, I invested in
know.
there, you had trees, and now you don't.
Yeah.
Well, that
Oh, I
that
know
is
it.
not what I wanted.
I know it. I didn't either. And when you go, and I've said this before, the beginning, the front part of
It
Buffalo
did cost
Creek,
millions.
all it had is this little bitty saplings, and it wasn't much.
They were not, yeah.
And then back in the holler, we call it, back in the valley back there was just gullies that were 15 and 20 foot deep that had washed out from years and years of nothing. And there just wasn't a lot of mature trees. And so I had to start cutting more and cutting more and cutting more. And I'm like, oh my God, there's nothing left. And then I thought, I just got to get rid of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not that type of developer. I leave
No.
everything there.
No.
So now, we've wiped it all out, and now we got to create this environment. We're going to be creating
okay.
trees and bushes and shrubs, and I want to put waterfalls back there.
Well, and
water
someone
features
just
in
said,
there.
Tiny Home Gaming said, can we sod our lots at Buffalo Creek?
Of course you can.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
And you know what? I'm glad they said that.
Yeah.
Because there has been several people that were landscapers, professional landscapers. There are so many people that love trees and love shrubs and love all that, which I do. And you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I want to put together a committee of what do we want Buffalo Creek to look like.
That's a good idea. I like
I
that.
want to be on a board, and I'm going to say, hey guys, I've got this amount of money, right?
Let's set a budget.
$100,000, whatever.
And
it
let's
is,
get some
let's
trees and
buy all the shrubs
bushes.
and buy all the bushes
Yeah.
and the sod and whatever we want that place to look like. And I thought, I want participation from the people that live there.
I
and let's
agree.
make it look the way we want.
Yeah, I agree.
You guys participate.
That's
in it.
exciting. We are going to have some type of a meeting place over here
Yep.
for the forest, the beach, the prairie, and the grove this
We're
year.
going to build a building.
We're going to build a building. We don't
and
know.
I'm building one at Buffalo Creek also.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll start on one here. They need a place to meet.
Yeah.
Listen, we got these people busting out the seams at Singo.
Yeah.
We're renting a building for them for Singo right now. We just down the road.
Yeah.
We're going to rent it until it gets warm weather, and then we're going to get you guys a building here so you can have a meeting place. We just talked to Gloria's son yesterday, Spike and Melody. They are painting and decorating the mail shed. We're going to move the mail shed. We're going to put a porch on it. We're going to put some rocking chairs. It's really going to look like a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
You're going to think that we're going to start serving food in there or something. But we've got plans that we want the community to be a part of, and we want you to have fun with it, give suggestions and stuff, but we have a plan of things, and we do take volunteers too. If people want to help and participate, we got all kinds of stuff for people to do.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yep, it is. That's the community part of it. In the business part of it, just to let you guys know that,
Yeah.
we don't know what Lowe's will do with us.
No.
We're in talks with them. We don't,
Sure.
They don't really know, but at least that could be something. We're in talks with another major corporation in the country.
Yeah.
That is looking at us of maybe doing that too. Nothing's done. It's exciting, but we don't bank on that. Our biggest thing is we want to sell to you, the general public. To me, that's the biggest market that I want to reach on our own.
Do we want to get into some questions? Because people's got some good questions and stuff like
whatever.
that. So look, go ahead and start with your questions and let's get that going. I know there's been some back
it's
through.
a little late.
Yeah, there's some was back through here, and I just want to make sure that we get a lot of these answered. Kathy Conch wants to know, will your huge Ace, the 14 by 40, ever be able to be transported further away like North Florida or only local?
Yes, it can be transported across the country. Mm-hmm. We have a truck, we have a pilot car, and we're ready to do it. And we also have subcontractors that can do it.
Okay. Neolog, will you build a 10 by 20 Dalton floor plan with the new steel panels?
Yes.
Cindy Ely, I love how you are building a community. 2025 is exciting. That's just a statement she said on there.
Oh, thank you.
We've got to talk about the Lou Ann. Susan K, do all of the lots have room for a porch and a shed?
Yes.
Okay. Are you still planning to, Peggy Hurt, are you still planning to put small shops in? I would really love to offer dog grooming.
I know, that is
yes. Yes, that's a yes. Winter Homestead, is the new Luann still for sale? No.
Sold it.
It's sold. It's sold within, I don't know, a couple hours.
Yep.
It's gone. All 5 houses, the Green Woody, the Luann,
2 Birminghams.
the 2 blue Birminghams, they're all gone.
I think the log cabin's still available.
The log cabin, we think is,
$49.9.
yeah, I think so. So get with Tim on that. So get a hold of our sales at incredibletinyhomes.com, SALES at incredibletinyhomes.com. Sherry Swafford, will the Mountain and Buffalo Creek have their own mail house?
Yes.
Yes, eventually.
Yep.
You might have to, with the people moving in, I've been telling them to go ahead and get your own post office box.
Until we can get it done.
Until we can get it situated. The most important thing is to get your house on there. We're going to have to focus on that. Then we'll get everybody a mail shed, okay?
Yeah.
But get you a post office box over there at Newport in Cott County. You'll be good for a while.
But it'll be quick. We'll get it
It'll
done.
be quick, yeah. Let's see. And blah, 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 blah. Let's see. I forgot about the 14 by 40. Head Trip said, have you ever delivered tiny homes to Connecticut? Cindy Assissis.
We went to Long Island.
Everywhere.
We got Vermont. We got Maine. Yep.
Can you build, Zuzu wants to know, can you build an 8 by 20 RJO?
Yes.
Troy, is there a moisture barrier needed on the panel homes? Good question.
No.
Because I know some people's asked that before, but you don't need it. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Oh, and we probably need to say that Emery Woods, just touch on that we've kind of laid that to rest.
Yes.
Emery Woods has been laid, and so has the Southern Heights project.
Right.
So everybody, I just want to make sure that people know that some things work out, some things don't. It's just timing.
It just didn't take off for everybody.
I know.
We didn't have a lot of interest in it, so we backed off.
Yeah, exactly. And we took care of all the people who gave money, because people are like, what happened to everybody's money? We've talked to everybody. And anyone that's, everything's ever been closed and done, everyone's been talked to. We talked to everyone on our build list, and we've got everybody with the, we're finishing up our March Madness that's going on, and the 8x24s, those are harder to build, they're longer to build and stuff like that,
Yep.
but we've got it down, and we're keeping in communication with everyone. Lisa wants to know, can the Amish build a custom out of new panels?
Yeah.
No.
They can't do the new panels.
No, they don't do
We'd
new
have to do it
panels.
here.
Right. Troy is, oh yeah, Troy already asked that. Melissa Deerdorf, looking for a reliable deck builder in Newport. You want to talk about the side work?
We do have probably 5-6 guys here that do side work and build decks. So I
Contact
would
Emily.
Just send us an email.
Yeah, just contact Emily and she'll get you their information.
Yep.
Roughly, Neolog, roughly what would a 10x20 steel panel Dalton be priced at?
I have no idea.
That's a lot. Email
a 10
us.
by 20?
Yeah, email us.
10 by 20? We haven't done one out of panels yet.
No,
Yeah,
email us and let's, get with
Sure,
Tim and
I'll price it
sales.
out for you.
RVing Labs, have you ever sent any to Canada? There was a house that went to Canada. One of our homes, remember the trapeze
Yeah.
artist people? Didn't it go to Canada?
No, I went to Pennsylvania.
No, but then after that they were
They
taking
did,
it.
but
They
we
took
didn't
it. We
go.
didn't take
Yeah.
it. But
But
it did
we'll-
go there.
We'll ship them anywhere. We've got them in Hawaii.
Yeah. Hey Earl. Earl's always on here. Are you still selling shares for $500? Now, what does that mean? You do any amount, don't you?
You do any amount. I think
I
there
don't
might be a
know.
minimum on Start Engine.
Is
I
it?
don't know.
We don't know that.
There might be a minimum.
Is
but
that
yeah,
the minimum, guys?
Go to Start Engine. Go to our website,
Yeah.
Start Engine, and you can. Do
I think
that.
you go to Start Engine and put Incredible Tiny Homes
Yep.
in, because we don't know what that is. Jim Brammer, 1967. What kind of cost on top of the home price to bring one to, say, Missouri for even, say, an Incredibox?
Okay. So an Incredibox is if you get an
Hair.
8 foot wide. I mean, a regular truck, a pickup can get that. We have people that come here. Tell you what, a great economical way. If you can pull this, it's only depending on the size. They're usually between 4,000 to 7,000 pounds. That's it. If you can fly here, all right, you can rent an Enterprise pickup truck. Enterprise. There was a guy who rented a truck out of Oregon, drove it from Oregon to here and back, and the rental was only $700.
The only thing I want to caution everyone at is that I'm not sure if the insurance covers the home.
You got to look into all
You
that.
have to look into that. So don't take our word for that.
He said he did, but
He did it, but you have to make sure. Yeah.
I needed all this.
But some of them, it's like, it may not cover the home or whatever. Just make sure you do the right thing. We always suggest that you hire one of our they're not our haulers. We suggest them. Independent haulers. They take care of everything. They have the insurances.
Right now, and it goes up and down with people on fuel. I think that they're charging about $3 a mile.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes it's just like, the way the liability versus the cost, let them take care of it. They're professionals. They also offer like Tiny Home Company with Matt Heath, and then we have Dan the hauler. They both offer setup and different things that they will help you once your home gets there. So you get more benefits sometimes that you get them to do it. I know it costs a little bit more money, but it may weigh out to be better for you. Susan Beals, she was telling Troy this. Closed cell spray foam acts as a moisture barrier. That is what ITH uses between the two sheets of steel. Open cell spray foam does not need a vapor barrier, but ITH doesn't use that. Is that right?
Yep.
Oh, way to go, Susan. That's great.
Good job.
Robert Kleinstens, are you open to building frames? What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like steel frames? I'm not sure what that means. What does that mean, Robert?
We're open to a lot of things.
Retha Charlotte, will we be able to come and see our lot at Buffalo Creek when it is close to ready for our homes?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
We plan on doing another open house for Buffalo Creek.
I think if the rain, when the rain lets up, I think
so
Junior's
muddy.
probably only got maybe 3 or 4 more weeks.
Okay.
And we're ready to put roads and infrastructure.
That's
rolling.
exciting.
Yeah.
That is so exciting. Darlene said yes, $500 is the minimum. So I guess when you invest in that Start Engine, it's $500 you have to do. Okay. Jolie Laughlin, do you offer stairs on already built homes? Because she has one of our homes. I think, Jolie, don't you have an 8x24? It's funny how you remember these people's names that I used to write on the board. I do it old school. You know, I don't like a computer. I don't like to do all that stuff. So I used to write it on the board. We had boards and boards.
You got it in here now.
I got it in here now. I have to.
3 chalkboards full
But I
of
think
names.
Jolie had an 8x24. It seems like ESP home. I'm not sure. Me telling her business. Maria Gonzalez. Feliz Año Nuevo. So I guess that is Happy New Year. Absolutely. ITH. How are you, Randy? Are you and Lowe's thinking about selling your your own package for Incrediboxes?
We don't know what Lowe's is going to.
We don't know what they want.
We just don't. Yeah.
We don't know, but we're in talks with them.
Yeah.
Troy, can you go over the pricing for the panel homes?
Pricing of the panel homes. We have an 8x16 with no trailer, right? On skids for $18,000.
We still have that.
And that is with a full kitchen, bathroom, 5 windows. It's a 16-foot home. If you want it on a trailer, it's $3,000 extra dollars. If you want a 20-foot new panel, it's $29,900.
Okay.
And if you want a 16-foot new panel, it's $24,900. And what that includes is a new panel, everything out the door becomes the new, on 2025, it includes a mini split, it includes a refrigerator, it includes a cooktop. It's ready to live in.
Yeah.
So the mini split and all that is why we're adding to that. Yep.
And we're doing some things coming up. Randy and I are going to talk here in the next couple of weeks. There's some fun new things. I've been looking on Pinterest. I've been looking up some more ideas. Randy has too.
Yeah.
There's flooring ideas. There's new things that look fun and different. So we're going to try and put a spin on some of these that may not cost that much extra money, or if any extra money at all. So we may be adding some things that look like it's fancier, but it won't be.
You know, guys,
we want to do that. It's
guys
exciting.
and I worked at the end of the line yesterday at quitting time. And you know, Amanda, we were, and I know you guys think this is just shooting the bull here, but man, I looked up at that house and I said, God, guys, these are beautiful homes.
They are,
and they like building. They said
they love them.
I said, you know, they're generational. They're steel, and the new panels are painted, and they're not going to rust. It is like, what is going to bring this house down to its knees?
Right.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Bernadette Peterson, when will Buffalo Creek be ready for the homes? And will the homes be built before the land is ready? Great question.
Yes. We're trying to do that in unison.
We're trying to.
So we got an order right now of homes that are not going to Buffalo Creek. I think there's about 40-some homes. We're getting those built right now. Then we're going to start on Buffalo Creek homes. And so we're watching the development over there. So we're hoping as it's developed, we got our homes built. So once it's developed, nobody's waiting on their house.
And two, what we are offering too, it's limited, but we do our best to help people who are in dire straits of stuff. So if your home is done and there are people moving to the mountain, because we've got people that's over here that's been in temporary lots that's going to be going to the mountain. There will be lots that will be opening up, not for sale, not to stay there, but to go there temporarily until you go to Buffalo Creek, okay? So contact the office if that is a situation. If you're not needing that situation, please don't do it. Don't just let your house go there and sit. If you know, come over here and just sit and you're not going to be in it. We need this for people, and we're going to screen that. Are you going to be living in that house on that lot, waiting to go to Buffalo Creek? That's the only people we're going to let go over there. Yeah, we don't want your home to go there and it just sits there and you have your own home, or you're living somewhere else and whatever. We're trying to help people. That's what we do. We're trying to help those. So we're going to do that. So just contact Emily and tell them that, hey, I'm one of the Buffalo Creek people that as soon as you get a lot, I need to come there and live and then wait for my lot. So, and we can't help everybody, but there's a few that we're going to be able to do that with. Right. Just want to put that out there, and we'll let Emily know. Let's see. Edgar, call sales on the pricing. Yes, Robert, the RJO is an A-frame model. Yep. Chris W., can I get 2 windows instead of 3 on an 8x20 RJO?
You sure can. Just make sure you tell
Let us know
about that. Yep.
Yes. Blah, blah, blah. I wish, Colleen Day, I wish that you would make the Lou Ann with a downstairs bedroom. I mean, we have homes with a downstairs bedroom.
I mean, it's just be longer, and you know, if you want a custom home, tell us.
Just, put the
Yeah, we
details
may build
out,
it for
send
you.
it to us, and we might be able to build it
You
for
want to
you.
Luann with a custom bedroom down? Just let us know, and we'll
Yeah.
price it out for you.
Zuzu, are you looking to build studio-type tiny home, like an 8x12? Is that considered custom?
It is custom because it's different than what we offer.
Right.
If you get to 12 feet, you need to do a sketch and send it because that's nothing like we have. Because if you cut 4 feet off a 16-footer, there's no place for a bed. But if you want it as an office or something, that'd be great.
Have you thought about Angel Fane? Have you thought about a 20-foot Detroit with a 20-foot container?
We have done that in the past. Sure did.
So you mean the 40-foot plus the 20?
No, a 20-foot container.
Oh, have you thought about a 20-foot Detroit with a 20-foot container? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Susan, let's see.
We did, but we didn't sell. We sold maybe
I
one.
know,
It was so small.
Now listen,
I lived in it for a while, and I didn't like it.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. So, and I had an idea too about having an investors kind of package kind of thing. And there's something we want to do for if there's some investors like for when I say investors, I don't mean people that has a ton of money and they're going to buy a bunch of homes and they're going to spread them out here. I'm talking about you, one person, as the investor. That you take my cousin Linda Gale. She has a duplex. She lives in one side, pays for it, gets rent from the other one, and she makes an income from that. Okay. And I asked Randy about doing doing like a 40-foot container or doing two 20-foot containers, and one side you live in and the other side you do as an investment and you rent it out.
It was a 40-foot container with a wall.
40-foot container with the wall, and it's just something to. Some people, you're never going to be able to do the big, and try to make some money. But if we could provide something that people could actually make a little something and get ahead a little bit, I just kind of thought that was a good idea.
Great.
My cousin's done that for the last 30 years,
So, are you going to keep answering questions, or
yeah.
What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, we got a bunch more. We probably need to wrap it up because it's 11:40.
I know. Well, what I wanted to say is about our build schedule. You guys,
I'll go ahead and stop with questions.
It is so frustrating because I want to build more, and when you become successful, you got more people wanting to build homes, and then we get backlogged, and we're so far out. So let me.
Did you take my? Oh.
It's not coffee. It's creamer with a little coffee.
Did you drink out of it?
I had to have a sip. I'm
thirsty. My God! What is wrong with you? You took my coffee.
Thirsty. All right. So our build
time to wrap it up.
Is this. All right. I look in here and I'm man, this T-shirt is awful.
I can't see it. Well,
Anyway.
I mean, it's a T-shirt.
So our build schedule is this. What we have on the line right now is we cannot, if you bought a house from us right now,
I'm glad you brought this up. Yeah.
It will not start construction until August 1st of 2025.
Yeah. That's the line, not the Amish.
That's the line.
That's the line.
Amish, I think right now we are 5 months out.
Right.
So January, February, March, April, May. So the beginning of June, if you order a model home or a custom home, anything different, is 5 months out.
That the Amish will build, yeah.
That is what's going on. That is our timeline. I hate that. I wish somebody, because I got people say, well, can you build me a house in 3 months and 90 days and that? And no, we can't. And I have to draw the line. I hate doing that, but we are not going to hire more employees yet.
No.
We're not going to do that. We are just kind of just.
But listen, it is fluid, and we will absolutely let you, because we've got a little plan. We don't have to divulge that right now.
Right.
We've got a little plan that we might do something a little bit different that may speed it up. But I want people to understand too, when we order panels, it takes 3 months to get these panels, the new panels.
So I'm taking the dome, the Thunderdome, guys. I'm taking it. We're going to turn it into another manufacturing line. Right. Yeah. And
so you did divulge it.
Well, we're probably going to do the Ace over there. It's a 14 by 40 home. And we're going to build all the Aces over there because we've sold probably about 20 of those right now.
Oh, have we sold that many?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was on like 7 or 8 or so.
Well, we got the investors.
Oh, that's
12.
right. Never mind.
So we've got about 20 we need to build. And it's not going to be for about 90 days because we've ordered the panels and all this stuff going on. So... And an Ace is 14 by 40. It's a big house.
Big.
You just
big
don't
as
build
we have.
3 or 4 a day.
Yeah.
So that's who we are.
That's what's going on.
We are, so if you guys, I'm really telling you right now that if you're looking to buy a home from us, that's the truth. It's 5 months to 8 months. Order now. Order now because it's going to fill up, and then we're going to be, for the first time in 10 years in the entire business that I've been in,
Yeah.
we're going to get to a point, and they're going to say to you, you're looking at, this time frame, and it's going to be pushed out.
Yeah.
I may have to just say, I don't want to do that to folks.
Right.
Because even though you agree to it, people still get upset if they haven't gotten their home, in time.
And things are tightening up this year. This is the year
that it's over a year out anymore.
Mm-mm.
We've done it in the past, and it's been super hard on us and on the customer. So once we get to this point, I just want to get up to January 1 and we clear our books again.
Yep.
So if you all are looking for a house on the Incredibox line, 8 months starting the construction.
And probably to finalize, because I know that we've got to go.
Yeah.
To finalize, let's talk about Kentucky really quick, because that's probably our next venture of where we're going development-wise.
Yes. So we have some land in Paducah, Kentucky, in the city, and we're gonna actually go to Paducah this month and talk to the land housing.
That is right.
there.
I forgot about that.
And they are looking for us to help them in their low-income housing. And it's going to be our homes, our panel homes that we're going to build. That's another division that we're going to be putting into this company on top of selling more homes. So you can see that if our plans that we are endeavoring with some Lowe's, another huge corporation we can't reveal yet, and Paducah, it could overwhelm us on our build. And I am not going to get
We're going to be ready.
Overwhelmed.
And
I'm going to be ready.
2 states we have. Talk about our certification.
We've got a modular certification in the state of Tennessee. We are modular, which means it's like stick-built home. If you buy a house and you want to put it in a city limits of Tennessee, anywhere, any town, we can build a home and put it in the city limits, and it's just like a stick-built foundation home.
That's in Tennessee.
And we're also certified in the state of Kentucky. So if you live in Kentucky and you want a home in the city limits of a town and it's a modular certification, and let's say it's 1,100 square feet, we can build 1,100. We'll put them together. We can take 2 14 by 40s, put them together, and you got a home up.
Yeah,
So
are we still? And another thing, there's so much stuff. It's like, are we still doing the add-a-box?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh
okay. We're doing the add-a-box.
This add-a-box so bad because I love it. I think it's
I
the
love
best
it
thing
too.
ever because you can buy the Incredibox and add.
You can add. I love it because listen, guys, we have homes for a single person, a couple, and we have it for families. I'm so excited.
Put them together, take them apart.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Well, 2025, we're excited about it. Happy New Year to you guys. We hope you have a great day. Who's watching football today? Who's watching the parade? What's everybody doing?
Let's go live again because we got a lot more questions, a lot more people.
We will.
I love this interaction.
We'll do it again.
And let's do it again.
Yeah, we miss seeing your comments and your questions and stuff because it keeps us fresh. It keeps us knowing what is it that you need to know and get it answered right away. Come to the horse's mouth right here.
And check out our website. We got a brand new website.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Little tweaks we're still doing, but go to that. Let us know what you think of our website. We got pictures and navigating and everything we're doing. Yeah. So,
all right. Thank you, guys. Happy New Year, 2025. I'm not going to say it's going to be the year of fun, but it is going to be. We're going to be accomplished, and we're going to do it together. So, yep. All right. Thank you, guys.
Turn this thing off.
Here we go. Here we go. I don't know. That X right there.
Yeah. You're going to get it or me?
You get it. Have at it.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. What does it say?
You got to hit
Are you sure
end.
You want to stop?
Yeah, end.